What have I done? What have I done? Share the adventure, join all the fun.
So sometimes life throws you great things, including visits from Spanish people living in Finland. I know. I'm very fortunate.
Of course. How's it going? Welcome back.
We're having a reunion right here. Look at this. California, newbie. Well, old enough.
Old enough now.
Old enough.
And very dressed.
Very more dressed. This evening.
Remember last year?
I'm gonna get a ticket.
And you're old enough.
I'm old enough for my ticket, I swear.
I know.
It's not the size, it's how you use it.
Det Emery, Skådan, fikatältet, Rippmanrik, dammsugare, love of my life. We had to fire. Friday ice cream, kiss från tosta, Lillys mammas madrass.
Lika min fika.
You have to take care of her.
Yes, of course, we are doing this thing every year.
What are you doing for her birthday?
Exactly.
What I'm going to do
For my birthday.
for your birthday?
No, it's lika min fika.
No!
No.
When the sunshine will shine together, hope you I'll be here forever.
Swedish lad! Swedish lad!
Look at that.
Check yo.
Weapon
Weapon.
in Swedish. Weapon on the ship.
We are ready to fly!
Cheers.
So don't give up when the demon that's inside you is ready to begin. Oh, I'm down with the sickness. I'm down with the sickness. Carry me to your hill, to the top of the hill.
2-3 days, so it's actually nice to get some rain.
It'll be nice today.
Yeah. Remember when that happened?
Yeah.
Just a few seconds ago. Alright, the Sweden Rock video is gonna premiere in about a minute. This is the first time I'm trying out the YouTube premiere, and the video is like 1 hour and 40 minutes long, but it should be interesting. This day is and has been extremely stressful. I learned this morning that my good friend Mike, my former teacher and later good friend, doesn't have much time left due to cancer, and I basically went online after talking to my wife and just booked a very short trip, well, short in a number of days, but, well, I might be going to Australia in 2 days. However, then I realized that I have to apply for visa, and that might take 72 hours, which means that if it takes 72 hours, I will not be allowed to board the plane. So now I'm waiting for the visa to pull through, and it's stressing me out, because if it doesn't, then, well, basically I just spent $2,000 that I will never get back. Until I know that I can check in, I am very stressed, and I mean, I don't even know if I will make it in time. I don't even know if I'm allowed to see him. I needed to do this for me. But I'm so stressed out right now about this. 4 hours later, as I'm looking at the email inbox, it pops up, approved, and I have now checked in to my flight, which leaves in 30 hours. I'm going to Australia.
Hello.
On my way to the airport, I have come to the conclusion that the reservation I made was not a bogus reservation, because now I have the boarding pass for Australia.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks a lot.
It is kind of weird to be in Russia. So you know when you order a burger and you get a number, and I have no idea what this is in Russian. Something 67. So without realizing, I ordered a turkey mini burger, which was okay. A shrimp mini burger that was spicy, and what was the third one? Oh, salmon. I thought it was going to be meat, so when you eat salmon you think it was going to be meat, and you're like, Urgh. It's very pink. Everything is so Russian.
Good afternoon, welcome on board. 41 start from here, 42 in.
Alright, so that was a 10.5-hour flight. Yeah, now I have another, I don't know, 6 hours of flight. I just want to get there. Happy midsummer. Gate's closing. Gate's closing. Alright, SkyTrain is coming over. I hope the gate doesn't close. I really hope the gate doesn't close. Alright, I think I made it. At least they let me in, so I'm going on the plane now, but...
Welcome to Brisbane, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Australia, it's been 15 years, 1 month and 21 days since last I saw you. I don't think I've ever gotten through customs in any country, including Sweden, that fast. It's late afternoon, early evening, but the sun has already gone down. But that's one thing we learned when we lived here in the beginning, in August, which I guess is the same now, is that the sun sets really fast. It's like... So thanks to my friend Nina, who is actually here right now in the Brisbane area, she told me just take the air train directly towards Gold Coast and then switch to a tram and you'll get to Surfers. But I've booked 3 nights at a hostel, which will probably be the first time in my life I stay at a hostel like that. So, I mean, all the things you have to do before you turn 40. It's weird. It's so weird that I'm here. So I'm here. I'm not sure I've actually been in this part of Surfer Paradise before. This is quite north. But I think my little... I think I'm going there. Alright, the hostel life. This is a 6-bedroom room. So far there's a French guy and a guy who said hello and left. Someone had taken my pillow, but I got it back. Let's go eat. Not sure how much you can hear of me right now, but the waves are coming in and it's no time for swimming, that's for sure. I'm on the boardwalk of Surfers Paradise, the north part. I haven't gotten to the part where I'm probably gonna be more familiar, unless everything has changed in the last 15 years, but I still need to find some place to eat. Let's go! That moon though, nice. Now I know where I am. This is where we were the first night when we came here in 2003. We went in there and we played a bunch of video games in an arcade. Huh. Alright, I'm not gonna go to McDonald's, but I am gonna play it safe tonight. I'm gonna go to Vapiano, because I know. Alright, so I was really dying for the chicken barbecue pizza from Pizza Hut, because they don't really have that. Well, they don't have that in Sweden, and when you ask them to make one, it doesn't taste the same. So I'm gonna have that another day. But another thing I've been missing out on is Copenhagen ice cream. I'm gonna see if it's still here on the corner after 15 years. 15. It's still here! It's still here! Macadamia nut cream. So, I'm about 10 minutes away from where I'm staying, and the girl at the desk said that at 10, which is in 25 minutes, they're gonna go out and go to the pub, and I'm like, no. Because Because I haven't slept for 27 hours. I know. Hello.
Come on. Hey.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I don't know. What's this for?
It's for me and my 27
You're
hours.
traveling?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome to Australia.
Where do you think I am from?
France.
Ooh.
No, wait.
Merci.
Iceland. Oh, Sweden? It's somewhere in Europe. Sweden.
It's somewhere in Europe. It's much warmer there than it is here.
Wow.
I was here 15 years ago.
Oh, really?
I studied at Bonn back when I was
Bonn University.
back when I was young and younger.
Oh, yes.
What are you doing?
We just came out here for dinner.
Right. What did you have?
What do we have?
I had a seafood.
Oh, she's cute.
I had a weird seafood burger in Moscow.
Moscow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
I know.
I know.
I know.
I know.
So are you gonna show everyone like back home? Or what is this for? Just like YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes!
I know. Yes.
How many subscribers do you have?
Ooh. Why is that important?
No, I just want to know.
Because
54,000.
follow mine. Subscribe to my
Please
channel.
don't cut this out.
My video on my YouTube is
Ready?
actually me getting chased by a dog.
let us be your thumbnail. Crazy girls in Australia.
Look at crazy girls in Australia. Wait, we have to turn it around because the light is horrible. There we go. Crazy girls
in Australia. Fun.
That's sad. It's like Cinderella twins ran past here. The Australian hospitality. Pedestrian, watch your step. It's like the sewer is like throwing up. Well, it is a Friday. Would you consider that to be a building? Sure. I don't think I can adequately explain how weird the feeling is right now, the fact that I'm here. I'm on the other side of the world, and I had 3 weird mini burgers in Moscow earlier. I ran like a crazy person to the next gate, well, next building in Singapore. I landed during a beautiful sunset, and now I'm gonna stay at a hostel with one French guy, one guy who I don't know where he's from, and 3 other people that I haven't met yet. And they're gonna head out to a bar now, and I'm like, no. So I just went over to this place that served smashed avocado, which was absolutely amazing. And I wrote to Mike, both on Messenger and emailed, just to kind of cover my base, you know, hoping he will see it. And within a few minutes, I got a reply from him, and he was really happy. And he's having like a he called it a saying goodbye to Mike, but maybe not yet reception thing at the hospital, which starts in an hour. So I'm gonna go there. But he was really happy, and keep it together, keep it together. So I'm gonna go back to the hostel and get the stuff I need and get sunscreen because it started to get really warm now, and I'm gonna find my way there. So all right, I made it to John Flynn, and right behind me is my friend Mike, and I'm gonna go over and say hi to him. It's a very much a Grey Haven moment. Aww. And then
good morning. I think I know most of you. My name's Tim Brailsford. I'm the Vice Chancellor at the University. Thank you everyone for coming. What a great morning. I'm going to turn over to Mike's son Matt, who's come out from San Francisco. Matt's going to say a few words and read out a parabola.
That's right. And the bells were simply the signal that the morning tea trolley had arrived. Some cultures believe the paths to enlightenment lie in acts of loving kindness and in the offering of wise counsel to others. This generous storytelling professor reached enlightenment in his final weeks and days as he was showered in the golden rays of all the love and kindness he had offered others throughout his almost 80 years.
Mike, you've touched so many students' lives. Martin here. So ladies and gentlemen, Martin was a student from well over a decade ago. He lives in Stockholm, and he got on a plane 24 hours ago to be here. flies back on Wednesday, and there's only one reason that he's here. That's you, my friend. So you've touched so many students' lives, you've touched so many colleagues' lives. So on behalf of the University Council, I would like to award you with the title Emeritus Professor of Bond University. Thank you. You've accepted that.
We'll do a couple more.
So, Rita, if you drive past Mike's building,
yes,
and then we'll turn where McDonald's is, where Ivory is.
Okay. Martin's doing a video.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Fine.
So the idea was that I would not take a cab back, but sit on the sweaty bus. But I'm not in the sweaty bus. I am the poor replacement of this girl. She'll tell me all about Singapore airport. It was so good to meet up with Mike and have a talk, and in the spirit of the living wake, as he referred to it, you know, just being there in the moment and enjoying that, and kind of, you know, push the sadness to a future date, so to say. And I now have a new place to stay. I'm not gonna stay at the hostel tonight or the next night that I've already booked. I'm gonna stay with some friends of Mike. I actually had more people, you know, offering a place to stay than I have days left to be here. So, but again, in the spirit of Mike, you know where I am right now? I'm at my alma mater. I'm at Bond University. Look at that. Look at the arch. I did 7 Davis Junior Toga Speed tribute there. 98 of 100. And that one time when the whole thing flooded over. And there's the... Now I'm getting emotional about this as well. I'm such a wuss. Huh. It's still so peculiar to be here. It's so surreal. It's been 15 years. So back in September of 2003, when we were looking for places to stay, the problem was that I was here with my girlfriend, who is not my wife. And the problem with that is that they basically wouldn't let you share accommodation. So over there behind you, we were in there and we were auditioning for a room, and this Asian woman was like, "You sleep in there, you sleep in there." It was like a lot of Mrs. Kim moments at once. Although, I mean, we never accepted it, so there was no "we appreciate your business." But it was like, it's like, I can drop the paperwork, yeah, 15 minutes. And we were like, yeah, paying double rent is weird, so we didn't. But yeah, it's all coming back to me now. Down there is where I used to live, or we had a house. The pedestrian gate was not open, and you have this big sign: trespassers will be prosecuted and killed by a snake bite. Yeah, I know. A lot of warnings in this country. And they also specify how much you will pay if you get caught. Alright, I'm gonna pass the house on the back and gonna head for Nobby Beach. Bye, Sailfish Cove, bye bye bye, trespasser passing along. Snake, snake, venomous snake, 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 venomous snake. This is Nobby Beach. So tomorrow I'm gonna stay with John and Joe over there, and then I'm gonna go up here and here. Now, heading back to Surfer's Paradise. Well, let's just say that the sun went down. Just now arrived at Surfers and the main pedestrian road and beach walk. My feet, ow! Oh, look at that, an empty area. Wait. Trespassers will be prosecuted and killed by a snake bite.
Hold on.
Tram departed.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wombat. Oh. Alright, Wombat was asleep. So we'll check back later. Koalas. Alright, next up, Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary. Yeah, that wombat just keeps on sleeping in there. I think I found the kangaroo and wallaby area. I totally just held a koala. I beat an Asian group of, I don't know, 30 people. I didn't beat them, but I was there before them. There was no physical violence. And it was so furry. It was so furry. And I got a little card, and I'm gonna pick up the actual picture when I leave later. Oh, I wanna do it again. Made it to Burley Head. I think I'm staying in that building or one of those buildings. Alright, so I'm here on the 10th floor looking out over Burley Head's beach, and I don't know how this happened. I'm here with John and Joe, and I'm taking up Risa's room. Risa went to Singapore last night, and look at that. I'm like a swag man with a tucker bag by the billabong. After that walk, I find myself sitting on the grass hillside of the bay, watching the surfers and just relaxing. Okay, so the plan now is to head back to the apartment and then head over to Bond University and meet up with the teacher there and then attend the class.
Happy birthday to you.
So I just attended my first Bond Uni class in 15 years and I got to introduce myself and talk about what I do in front of the 20 plus age students. Yeah, the thing is, you step inside, the sun is shining, and you step outside like 20 minutes later and it's getting very dark.
I used to know, but...
I'm just getting on the bus now.
Ah. Look, there's Nina trying to find herself. airport where the law student sentences you to die by snake bite. So how do you feel being back at Bond, alumni person?
Good, I guess. Long time ago.
Back to Don's. We have arrived at the Holy Grail, the store that holds all the brown gold, the Tim Tam.
I've been in your waters, been knocking at your door. I know one thing for sure, I've never been so close before. You were truly mine, but it was over so fast. Just one thing to discover, oh no, it was never built to last.
I know what it's like. Himla. It just dropped me off, and I guess I'm on the top floor. 805, let's see, going this way. Alright, I have entered the building. There is the bed in which I shall sleep. My final night in Australia. Ooh. This is me in a mirror, so you can see I am opposite myself. So I spent about an hour or so at the hotel, and I decided to get out while, well, I'm still awake, and oh, nice light. And I need to get some food, and I'm walking around, and I have to say, this place really reminds me of Glasgow. It's, you have the river, you have the South Bank, you have the way that the city elevator goes up and down, typical sky rises, look at that, mixed with these brick buildings. So the difference is I don't have Christina close by. Now, I don't want to assume things based on, you know, gender, how people dress, how people greet people, especially maybe men. But is prostitution a thing here? Like street version, you know, hello, let's go say hello to my little friend. Probably not prostitute, because that would just be a little bit too obvious. Metal kangaroos with a booster. Morning. It is Wednesday, and it's about just before 9 o'clock in the morning. In 5 hours my plane will lift from the airport, and before that I'm gonna go and have myself some breakfast, check out, and make my way to the airport so that, you know, I don't miss it, because that would be disappointing.
Now arriving at Brisbane International Airport Station.
Prostitution is somewhat legal depending on which state you are in, just so you know. 8 hours later, I have arrived at the Singapore airport. Still in the airport, but it looks like I'm like walking into a forest. I was... What? I think I see a koala. No, it was a lie. Okay, here's some irony for you. They warn you when you fly in that, you know, bringing drugs into this country will result in severe punishment. Yet they have something called magical mushrooms here. Alright, it's about an hour left to the flight towards Moscow, so I'm gonna make my way over to the gate, which is actually the same gate I ran to a couple days ago. Привет. Ведь пусти в Москву и везде. Так что это трансфер из Стокгольма шведский. Kushnak. I totally want a Putin mug. I hope they opened before we got bored. Got it.
Уважаемые пассажиры, авиакомпания Singapore Airlines приветствует вас на рейсе 362 в Стокгольм. Посадка начнется через несколько минут.
So it's Thursday morning, and exactly 1 week ago, on the hour, I was boarding the plane towards Moscow, Singapore, and Brisbane. And it's weird because it feels like, I mean, I've been pretty much awake since I left the hotel in Brisbane, since I woke up and had that nice breakfast. But it feels like it's been 4 or 5 days since that happened. It's been a very long trip home. But I got the mug, so. Alright, back at Shassan. Hole number 2. Holy one attempt, 5,000.
Say something. I'm giving up on you.
Okej.
Vad ska jag säga då?
Jag vet inte, någonting.
Har du mitt hår? Du vet så ser det ut som en...